Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the USA Super Late Model Series. We're here for round five here at Thompson International Speedway, and the guys they're just wrapping up. Looks like practice here. They got about maybe just under 4 minutes to go with practice, and then we'll be getting on to qualifying. And if it is holding true like last week, I believe they'll have like a one lap qualifier, one shot to one hot lap to get that qualifying time in. They don't have should have a 25 heat race featured by a 100 lap feature race, 100 laps or 60 minutes, whichever comes first. Boy, it's a cool night out here tonight. 65-degree air temperature. Winds are only 2 miles an hour, but the track temperature is only 67 degrees. So let's go ahead and go on down to the track here and see who's out on track. Looks like there's Tyler Holden there. See what kind of times he's putting down. He's right now he's the fastest with that 18.192. And let's see. There's Brian Korlacki. He's actually third fastest at the moment with 18.208. There's Joe Kennelly. He's just inside there. Well, he's sixth fastest here with a 18.293. Oh, it just tagged the wall there. Boy, these guys may have a little rough going tonight. A little slick out there tonight. These cool temperatures. There's a 29 Curtis Kenyon, eighth fastest at the moment, 18.393. Let's see who's outside there. There's Nick King, the 37 machine. Sixth fastest now, 18.508. And there's the 13 of Michael Brown. He's fifth fastest at the moment. And boy, we're seeing a lot of guys going off the road here. There's Brown going back out to get a little bit more practice in. Let's see how much time is left on practice. And we're 30 minutes, and like you see there, with just over a minute left in practice. You know, Thompson's kind of one of those weird tracks that a lot of times you'll normally look at a racetrack and, okay, they're coming down the straight and then they turn and they might take it not necessarily all the way to the bottom, but it's kind of got this weird little shelf, so to speak, for lack of a better description, as you go through the turns, and you really have to stay up on the high side because the surface kind of dips down as you get down to the inside line, and that can really upset the car. A little tricky going through those turns, and it's quite a challenging track to race. Even more challenging to try to pass on, especially if you're side by side somebody and going into the turns. And I can't wait to see how they tackle this tonight. Brown still fifth fastest, and as you can see, it's just a little tentative as he comes off of those corners. There's Michael Gordon. Let's ride along with Michael here. Not exactly the smoothest track in the world. A lot of not bumps or just undulations in the track. You know, the car is constantly moving around, and it's a bit of a ride there, I tell you. It's almost okay. There goes practice. We're done with practice, and so now we're going to roll over to the qualifying session here. Let's see who's going to come out on track here. Wait, see somebody. Some guys are starting to come in the pit road. Oh, there's Gordon, Mitchell Gordon. He's heading out. Let's see what he puts down as far as a qualifying time. Oh, and he decided to abort there. Let's jump over to Mark Royer, 36 machine, and this might be his hot lap. He just crossed the line. Looked like he just started his hot lap. So this will be his timed lap here. Crosses the line, and where does that put him? And he is currently on the pole, 18.290. There's Brandon Richardson. He's looked like he just bumped Roya there with 18.597. Now Kevin Nobley, he's everybody's getting bumped from the top there, and there's Nobley. He was first, and looks like that hasn't updated yet. He's going to be maybe about third there, I think. Looking at my other screen, let's see if he's still showing there. Yes, he is actually. Robbie Kennedy, I'm sorry. He's I have to go check something here. Something doesn't look right. Let's bring up this other screen here if we can. Yeah, something that we're gonna see if we can fix that. I don't know why that's looking like that. It's showing like multiple positions there. And you're waiting for our first cars to come out for this heat race here. I guess they're getting the field organized. Pardon that sound. That's my dog in the background. I don't know what she's doing over there in the corner. Hopefully she's not breaking something. Now they may be having maybe a drivers meeting or something, and we don't. There's no activity on track, obviously, and so they should be coming out soon here. Let's see. We got a couple of guys. Maybe they're still working on qualifying here. Okay, we're still in the qualifying mode here, and that's what it was. For a minute there, I thought the server had rolled over, but we still have a minute to go. Okay, so yeah, that's making sense. We just don't have a whole lot of guys on track. There's a couple more there. There's Austin Edwards. Looks like he's 10th fastest there. Not seeing anybody else on track at this moment. There we go. Now, and that's it for qualifying anyway. So now we'll roll over to the heat race here. Let's see the cars grid up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid for heat number one here. cars coming out on to the track here. Okay, this is a warm-up. This is not the heat now. They must have changed the format up just a little bit here, and this is just a warm-up here. They may not be doing the heat race tonight, so this will be interesting. A 3-minute warm-up. Let's go ahead and ride along with some of the guys here and see what's going on. Now he's 11th. Oh, 12th fastest there at the moment. Getting bumped quickly. Now down to 13th with the 18.908. There's Gareth Gonder. He's 4th fastest at the moment. Ahead of him is the number 2 of Jason Walton. 2nd fastest at the moment. Brian Karlacki, he's just at the end of the top 10 there with the 18.714. I want to thank our sponsors for coming on board. FN Graphics, DeMarzo's Gears, and Hyde's Pride Leather and Sheepskin. Just appreciate your support. Shaping up to be quite an interesting and exciting night here at Thompson. Those cars, those cool temperatures, it seems like they're just kind of skating around the track there. Man, they're gonna be battling the track just as much as they're battling each other. I'll say hello to folks in the chat there. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys cheer on your favorite driver. Someone says to keep an eye on that 5-car Kennelly. He is actually the fastest at the moment. So here we go, and we're actually starting our feature race. So they decided not to do the heat race tonight. They did switch up a little bit. We're showing 19 cars on the grid tonight. Let's go ahead and bring up that starting grid here. 55, Kevin Nobley on the pole, Tyler Holden second, Mitchell Gordon third, Rob Kennelly, the 5-car, starting 4th, Brian Karlacki in the 5th spot. In 6th, we have Gareth Gonder. Mark Royer is 7th. In 8th, we have Jason Walton. A.J. DeMarzo is 9th. Curtis Kenyon rounding out the top 10. In 11th, we have Austin Edwards. 12th, we have Brandon Richardson. And 13th, we have Nathan Hall at 14th. Michael Hill. Michael Brown in 15th position. And 16th, we have Nick King. And 17th, we have Ty Aiken. Derek Self is in the 18th position. Joe Kennelly is 19th. And that's it. The 19 cars, of course, the admin RC. That's the admin in the race control, the guys that are overseeing the tonight's event and taking care of penalties and where folks have to go during the race. This will be 75 laps here, our feature race. Right along the roof camera with Ty Holden there. Actually, Noble, well, they're jockeying around so much here. I believe Holden is the pole sitter there. Yeah, Kevin Nobley actually. The lights are out on the pace car. Going down the backstretch, will be green this time around. And we're getting the green flag, and we're racing here at Thompson. Racing into turn one. Oh, boy, into 41, and they're going around. Oh, boy, a little bit of a calamity there. Several cars caught up in that. And meanwhile, Robbie Kennedy, he's the one, he got through unscathed. He will be your leader now. Let's go back and look at the replay here and see if we can see what exactly started all of that. Let's slow it down. And actually, some of the guys up the front, looks like the 16 got into the 36. And, of course, the leaders up there, the 55-41, they were already out of control. Man, it is really slick out there tonight. There's a 16 going low, trying to decide to go low to try to avoid. 36 is going low following the 911. And guys are just searching for a way to get through that mess. The 81 got caught up there. T-Bone looked like the 55 car there, I believe. And, yeah, it was just a little bit of a mess there. And see, they're still trying to got one car, that black car. He doesn't have a car number. If I can lock in on him, I will find out who that is exactly. And but yeah, that was really unfortunate there. Let's go ahead and take it back live here. Robbie Kennedy is your leader. Now lap 4 of 75, and the caution laps do count. The lights are still on the pace car, so we're going to have one more lap of caution here. Sound like Kenley, he might have been trying to save just a little bit of fuel there. You notice he shut it down for a minute and let it coast a little bit. Followed by the 22, Mitchell Gordon. Jason Walton is in third place. In fourth, we have Brian Korlacki. Mark Royer's fifth. A.J. DeMarzo, sixth position. There's Nathan Hall, seventh. Michael Brown is now in eighth position. Derek Self is ninth. And then Gareth Gonder. Well, okay, now he's showing ninth. They were jockeying around just a little bit there. There's Derek Self. He's actually the 10th place car. The lights are out on the pace car. We should be going green this time around. They're actually getting head down the back stretch here. And Kevin Nobley is the only one that has. Okay, yeah, Kevin Nobley is the only one who has retired from the event. There goes the pace car in. Waiting for that green flag. And we got it. Racing once again. Lap 7 as we cross the line. Kenley takes him down into turn 1. Gordon's almost a whole half second behind the 5 car already. Kenley trying to create a gap there. Gordon trying to hang on. See if he can work in a little closer to the 5. And both of them are spaced away from the rest of the field just a little bit. There's Walton back in third position. He's coming under a little bit of attack there by the 911 of Korlacki. Of course, he's got his own problems. He's got there's Korlacki taking a look on the inside. Of course, he's got the 36 Royer behind him as well. There's Gonder. Oh, and Korlacki got a little wide there. A little further back, there's Royer there trying to get under the 911. The top 6 right there so far starting to get a bit spread out there. And Gonder, he is putting pressure there on the 2 of Walton, trying to see if he can drive underneath him there. You know, it's a little treacherous going down into those turns. Let's see how they get through there. Couldn't quite get alongside the 2 car. Boy, he's got Kolacki right on his tail too. Meanwhile, Robbie Kinley is rolling off in the distance there. And we do have a caution here on lap 13. Make that lap 14. Let's see, that was Ty Aiken. He's still rolling though. He might have just been a self spin. Let's roll the tape back, see if we can see what happened there. Okay, there's the 58 Aiken. He's got the 1 car of Joey Kinley right behind him. And they're heading down going into turn 1. Let's see how they get through the turns 1 and 2 here. Brake rotors glowing as they go down, and 1 is way down low. And like I said, that is and look, see, he slid up there and right into the 58. It is so hard to go down in turn 1 down low like that without that car coming up on the track there. And so Aiken, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time there. Just couldn't make room there for the 1 car. Let's go back live here. He's on pit road at the moment, deciding to get some fresh tires there. Robbie Kennelly continues to lead here on lap 15 of 75. And they also changed the time limit of the race. Instead of an hour, looks like they've done some changes since the last time we were out here. Now it's only 45 minutes. Well, only 45 minutes to get these 75 laps in. Caution laps do count. Derek Self, he's on his way out of the pits. Right now he's showing, he's showing 15th position. And everybody's still on the lead lap, except for Aiken and, of course, Nobley retired. And lights are still on the pace car there. Let's see if the lights go out this time as we cross the line. And, yep, so we will be going green. It'll be lap 19 when we cross the line here. And these cool temperatures out here, the cars are pacing around. Those tires are cooling down again. And, boy, that's probably not something you want to see. Pace cars in. Kennelly bringing them around, waiting for that green flag. Green's in the air, and we're racing once again. Lap 19. Kennelly working it through turns 1 and 2 on the inside. A lot better control there. Boy, he's got all kinds of company this time. 22 went really high. He did tag the wall just a little bit and managed to maintain control of it. Looks like he might have got a little bit of damage on that right front. He's still hanging on to the 22 and the 81 there. And we do have another caution. Let's see. That was Michael Brown. I think he just spun. Let's go back and look at the replay here and see. Okay, he's already around there. Let's roll it back a little bit and we see what happened. Here he goes, coming down to turn one. Let's look ahead of him, see what he sees going on. Okay, the 36 is getting out of shape. Yeah, there's three cars up there, and oh boy, where do you go? He's already committed to that high line. There's really nowhere he can go, and oh, boom, right into the 36. And he couldn't do anything about that. And Royer, he was just up against the wall, pretty much really where he was supposed to be doing. He had it locked down, and so yeah, that's just unfortunate there. We'll just take it back live here. Royer, it looks like he's still rolling there. I believe he is. Anyway, I'll take that back. He's coming into the pits now. A little bit of damage on the front of that 36 car. Looks like he used that fast repair. I'm not sure exactly how many they have. The league, they can decide how many they want. You can have one or none or actually an unlimited amount if you want to. They're making their way back out onto the track here. Kennelly's still up the front there. Gonder, he's still hanging in. There's Michael Gordon. He's been in third there. Now it's Brandon Richardson in fourth position. The 7 car, that's the car that we don't see a number on the car, that solid black car. So you see that solid black car, that's the number 7 of Brandon Richardson. Now almost a third of the way through this race. Wow, this is going to be very quick. It's almost feeling like a heat race instead of the feature race. These laps do wind off rather fast here at Thompson. There's DeMarzo, AJ DeMarzo, at number 16 in 5th position. So Curtis Kenyon there, he's in 8th position. It looks like, okay, I think we might be getting ready to go green. Yep, the pace car is in. Here we go. Restart on lap 26. Racing there. There's the 81 and the 15. Oh, man, and they got together. Oh, boy. Oh, man, like bumper cars here. Who made it through that? Okay, Nick King made it through. Edwards made it through. Curtis Kenyon, he was running back there a little bit back in the pack. He's up to 3rd place now. Gonder, he's still up there. He kind of came together there a little bit with somebody, but managed to survive that calamity back there. And of course, there's Kennelly there, still in the lead. Let's see, nobody's pitting at the moment. And here comes one guy. Here comes Michael Hill, and he's being followed by Mitchell Gordon. Now he's got a bit of damage to that 22 car. Aerodynamics, I wouldn't think, play a whole lot of a role here at Thompson. So let's see if he uses his fast repair. And yep, there he goes. Back to brand new. Hill on his way out. He might have used the fast repair too. That car's looking quite spiffy there. Not a scratch. They're pacing. 37 Nick King. He was one of the guys I think made it through that that nest back there. It just happened now. Lights are still on the pace car. Now lap 29 will be lap 30 as we cross the line here. Let's see if the lights go out this time. And no, we have one more lap of at least one more lap of pacing as I guess they're getting things sorted out. I think I saw somebody in the pits. There's Gareth Gonder. Yep, that was the 81. Yeah, he was running second, I believe, and decided to come on in, get some fresh tires. Boy, that's going to drop him all the way to the back of the pack. And right now, the way they're going, yeah, they're probably going to see another caution here. So slick out here, kind of treacherous. And, oh boy, I would rather be on the front of all of that than the back. But hey, that's what he's decided to do. And he's sitting there. Boy, if he's not careful, he is going to go a lap down, and he's still sitting there. I guess he opted to just do the repairs manually instead of use a fast repair. And so now he's gone one lap down while he has that 81 car worked on. Kenyon, now your second place runner, and somebody's getting a wave around there. That is the 13 of Michael Brown. Going around to the back of the pack. Brown now on the lead lap. Both him and Gonder were one lap down by Gonder pitting. You know, that Brown was still out there. Apparently he was behind the pace car. And I see a couple of cars off the track there. Yeah, there's a 7 of Brandon Richardson. Showing a bit of damage on the side of that car on the driver's side. Actually, a little bit there on the right behind the front right tire as well. Catching up to the field here. And there's the pace car. They're trying to get everything sorted out here, I guess. Now he's slowing down. He's coming into the pits. Here's your leader, Robbie Kenley, coming down pit road. Now I wonder if that's just iRacing having these many caution laps, or whether race control waved off the start for some reason, because the lights are still on the pace car. This is what seems got to be at least the fourth lap, I would say, under caution since that last incident. Kenley down and away. He's gonna slot out in looks like probably the 11th position. A lot of work for the 15 now, and also to try to stay out of trouble. Of course, now everybody else is thinking the same thing. Okay, the leader came in. We better come on in too. There's Kenyon and Walton there. Everybody's coming in. There's a 37, Nick King. I think that was the 28 we saw. Oh, I'm sorry. There's Kenley. Those guys pitting. He'll cycle up to about 6th position now. That's a lot better than where he was just now at the back of the pack. Tyler Holden getting tires. There's Nathan Hall. There's King. He's on the way out. Royer, there he is. Aiken, he's on the way out. He's coming out behind King there. Now lap 36 of 75. Wow. We're gonna get a lot of this race under caution laps here if we're not careful. Let's go up here to Gordon. Look at the lights. The lights are still on the pace car. Let's see if they go out this time. And they're out, so we will restart here. It'll be lap 38 when they cross the line. Boy, time is winding out and running out actually for the rest of the pack here to try to make something happen. It's kind of hard to make something happen at Thompson. You just can't dive down in there, not like at your conventional track and have that high and low groove. And as we've seen, guys are just kind of you know not quite got the handle on this track. It doesn't help that it's so cool out there tonight. Pace cars in, waiting for that green flag. Here we go. Restart. Lap 38. Gordon leads them. Got somebody back there spinning a little bit. Couldn't see who that was. Everybody's still running. Must have went down low. There's Kenyon. He's working his way up. We do have another caution. Let's see. Looks like it was Joey Kennedy. At least that's what I'm seeing on my reports here. Let's run it back a little bit here and see if we can see. Here's the restart here. Let's go on his roof cam and see what we see here. Oh, and they're starting to break loose. What was that? Who is that? Couldn't tell who that was. Maybe the sixth. Let's see. The '05. Oh boy, that was the '05. Got around. That was Derek Self there, and Kennedy just got caught by the '05 there, and that's pretty much all that right there. Let's go back live. There's only 35 laps to go in this feature event. If it continues this way, it could be a easy night for Mitchell Gordon. No one's going to have a chance to catch him. Hills in second, followed by Michael Brown. Robbie Kennelly, fourth position. A.J. DeMarzo is your fifth place runner, followed by Austin Edwards in sixth. There's Curtis Kenyon, seventh position. Tyler Holden, he's eighth. Rounding out the top 10, Jason Walton. Let's see, nobody else is on pit road at the moment. Be lap 43 as we cross the line next time around. And lights are out. Okay, we're gonna go. It'll be lap 44 when the green flag drops once again. Not a not a whole lot of time at all. Michael Hill, he's in position there. He may be keen to try to get around the 22 car as quickly as possible. There may be another quick caution. You never know. May have to try to make your move when you can. Okay, pace car's off. Here we go. Waiting for that restart. We got it. Here we go. There's Gordon leading them down. Almost three wide. Wow, the 13, Brown was thinking about it. 22 still there. There's the 15. And oh boy, they got together. The 22 is almost turned over. Let's go ahead and run the replay back here. Look at the Self. That's the 5 car. Well, he's just rolling around on the back stretch there. Well, now we have Michael Hill as your leader, lap 46. Austin Edwards on pit road there. Robbie Kennelly. Okay, we're showing him as the 5 car, but he's got a 15 on his car. Not sure why he has a 15, but iRacing is showing him as the 5 car. I thought there was something weird there when I saw the 15. I could have sworn that was the 5 car. And now he's come out back to 16th position. Gordon, he is just now getting his left side tires on. There goes J.J. DeMarzo coming in for service. Let's see if he gets tires. Look like he's okay. He is getting tires, at least right side tires. Let's see if maybe he'll get left side tires as well. Meanwhile, there's your leader coming around. Looks like they have at least one more lap of pacing. Let's see if the lights go out this time. And nope, we are going to have one more lap, and it'll be lap 49 next time we go by. Only 26 laps remaining in this event. Followed by Michael Brown. Curtis Kenyon still third position there. Followed by Jason Walton in fourth. Tyler Holden in the fifth place car. He's followed by Nathan Hall in sixth. Nick King in the 37 machine there in seventh. He's followed by the 58 of Ty Aiken. In the one car, Joe Kennelly. Robbie Kennelly is all the way back in 14th position after that pit stop there and put him well back into the pack. Well, we're about to go green. Here we go. Pace car is in. We're racing once again. Let's look a little further back. These guys back here. That's where things seem to be happening. Not quite at the back of the top 10. 41 got a little high that time. Let's go a little further back. There's Brian Korlacki, I'm sorry. Got that 81 on the outside. They're getting real close to that 7 car there. Richardson, they got a little coming together there. The 911's trying to gather it up. He's able to get control. He's got the 05 car right behind him. Korlacki trying to work his way through the field. There's Kennelly and trying to avoid the 58. He almost did it. Now he got into the 37, Nick King. And there is no caution. We're still green because they went right down to the infield. Now the caution does finally come out. That was probably a saving grace for him there. Michael Hill is your leader. Here we are, caution lap 53. Bringing them down across the line now. Lap 55 of 75. 20 laps remaining in this event. It's almost like whoever's at the front on the last restart, all he's got to do is put his foot down, and the most comfortable place to be is at the front. I mean, things are so touchy back in the field there. Your chances of getting caught up in something are pretty darn good. And Jason Walton now, he's your second place runner. Curtis Kenyon is still hanging on to that third spot. Looks like the 22 is getting might be a lucky dog or something, getting a wave around or something. But then the 13 of Michael Brown, Gareth Gonder. Gonder is he fourth? It was behind. Now it's like now he's third. I don't know why he just passed Kenyon there. Now he's coming back behind the 29. And there's the 5 car of Robbie Kennelly. He's back up to 6th position. Everybody eventually did stop, so I can't really say that his tires are fresher than anybody else. But yeah, he was one of the leaders up the front that was pretty strong. So whether or not he can get back up to the front, I got about 18 laps to decide that. $17 or 18 laps. Let's see if the lights are on the pace car. Let's see if they're out. No, they're still on, so we're going to have one more lap of pacing here. A little further back, there's Austin Edwards. He's running 9th. A.J. DeMarzo, he rounds out the top 10 at the moment. He's followed by Ty Aiken in 11th. Nathan Hall in the 28 machine there running 12th. Lights are out on the pace car, so we will go racing this time. They're making their way through turns 3 and 4 here. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag once again, and we're racing. Lap 59. Smooth sailing for the 42. I hear some beating and banging back there. Let's go back in the field a little bit. There's the 7 car looking on the inside of the 1. The folks are trying that inside line, see if they can hang on to the car as they get through there. Almost 3 wide. That's not going to work going down into turn 1. The 1 is way high. Those guys are getting super low down in turn 1. Hard battle in there. There's the 85. I'm sorry, the 05, Derek Self. He's 11th position. Lap 61 to 75. Oh, boy, he closes up on the 1 very quickly. Now he's slided 13 high in the wall, and it looks like he was kind of sliding. He's about to lose it. We got somebody else, I think, already spun. Caution is out. Let's see, that might have been possibly, maybe that was DeMarzo. There's a little bit of damage there. Let's go back to the replay, see if we can see what happened. There he goes. And okay, the 18 was on the inside, and they got together a little bit. And not too hard of a hit, but yeah, that's probably what brought the caution out there. Let's bring it back live here. Now that puts him back to 16th position. Lap 63 of 75. Walton continues to lead here, and Curtis Kenyon, he'd been running around 3rd place. Now he's up to 2nd. One more spot to go. Let's see if he can get there. Robbie Kinley on pit road. I guess he has a little bit, felt he needed to come in and, or coming out of pit road. I guess he needed to wanted to get some fresh tires, but that put him back to 16th position again. And with 10 laps to go, you know, they would have to, I don't know, even with everybody's coming back in on pit road once again, they'd have to have a lot of green flag running for him to even try to work halfway up the field, I would think. Let's see, is he going to get some tires? The tires haven't been, in my opinion, it seemed like he's just getting some work done. And those tires, you could have almost not pitted a couple of those times, because it doesn't seem to me that they've got any real true wear on them. Or with the number of cautions that we've had. Now lap 66 of 75. Boy, if we're not careful, this thing is going to end under caution. They may have, I don't know if they have green-white checkers in there. That's something you can do in a league. You can control how many green-white checker attempts you have at the end of a race. Light's still on the pace car. As we cross the line now, it'll be lap 67. We will be growing green this time around. About 8 laps remaining, folks. Okay, waiting for that pace car to duck in. There he goes. We got the green. We got it yet? Yeah, we got the green flag. Seemed like there was a little bit of a hesitation there. Walton still gets a pretty good jump on the field. He's got Kenyon. Kenyon's almost a half second back. Edwards is making a move on the 29 car, trying to go under the inside there. Here comes the 58 at Ty Aiken, trying to make it something happen there. Running out of laps, seriously running out of laps now. Not a lot of time left. It looks like Aiken's up to third position, just barely ahead of Edwards. There's Edwards right there, trying to hold on to the 58 car, and we are under caution once again. Let's see. Looks like it was, who was that? Looks like maybe Derek Self or Kurlacki might have been involved in that. There's Kurlacki looking a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and run the replay back to see what we can see there. And him and the number 1, Kenley, did get together. There's a 911 going under. And actually the 911 got the one going around sideways. Let's go ahead and bring it back live here. Looks like Kenley has had enough. He's retired the car Gonder, so that makes 4 retirements. Kenley, Gonder, Royer, and Nobley. Caution on lap 71 here. Ty Holden, he's on his way out of the pits. Jason Walton has managed to continue to stay at the front. All he has to do is worry about getting good restarts. If he can get a good restart, this race may be his. They're able to get maybe 2 or 3 good laps in before something happens here recently, and there's only going to be about the time. Let's see if the lights go out on the pace car this time as they cross the line, and No, they did not. So we're pacing once again. Now lap 73. This is going to turn into a green-white checker situation if the lights don't go out the next time by. In fact, it's going to be a green-white checker anyway. Now that we're at lap 73, they cross the line. That'll be the green flag, and then you got to have a white flag to get the checker flag. Lights are still on the pace car as they go down the back. Oh, here they're coming out of the front stretch. Let's see if they go out this time. And okay, they are okay. I thought they weren't going to go there for a minute. So this will be it'll be a green-white checker situation here. I'm wondering if a caution comes out, will it'll just be a race back to the line or not? We'll find out. Pace car is in. Here we go. We'll just stay with the leaders this time. Going down into turn one. And I hear them wrecking behind. I'm waiting to see a caution. We don't see it yet. We could not get to that white flag. And now we're going into extra laps as we get the caution. He comes to the line there. That's lap 76 now of 77. Now it's going to be just a challenge. Can we get a green-white checker completed? Who was that upside down? Was that the 36? Looks like okay. Royer has retired. Not seeing his car there. Richardson. Let's see where he is. And he's on pit road. He's only okay. Yeah, the 23. He came in as well. I'm sorry, the 29. Curtis Kenyon. He's in there. Aiken's also in. Your leader, Jason Walton, stayed out. He doesn't have anything to lose staying out. Now has Austin Edwards behind him, the 18 machine, followed by the 22 of Mitchell Gordon. And there's the 5 car, Robbie Kinley, back up inside the top 5. He'd have 2 laps to try to see if he can get up there past those 3 cars in front of him. That might be a little bit of a tall order there for the 5 car. Or 15, whichever number he's supposed to be there. Trying to get some heat in those tires. Move back up to the front. The lights are still on the pace car. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. Let's see if it goes out this time. Hopefully it will, and we'll try to get this green-white checker in. And no, they did not, so we have another lap. The car's pacing here. Let's see, what is the air temperature here? It is still 64 degrees outside. That track temperature is only 2 degrees higher, 66. Those tires cannot keep any heat in them. I'm convinced that they're dealing with some really slick tires out there tonight. If you can't, in my opinion, you just can't maneuver if you can't get those tires up to operating temperature. How are you going to battle somebody? Sooner or later, something's going to happen, and someone's going to just, slide. I would think you need to have at least a couple of laps to get the tires warmed up properly. Lights are out on the pace car. This is, I believe, this is our second attempt at a green-white checker. I'm sure they don't have but so many allowed. If they don't get it this time, who knows? It could end under caution. Walton will walk away with the victory. Edwards, he's going to try to have an opportunity here. He may not have another opportunity. Here we go. Pace car is in, waiting for the green flag. We're racing once again. Racing down to turn one. There's Edwards. He's rocketing into turn 1 and 2. Trying his best to see if he can get there. And, Jason Walton, he was leading and he's on pit road. Now we have the white flag. And look behind him and see what's going on. They're a bit spread out. I saw somebody spinning back there. All he's got to do is hold on. And Austin Edwards, he will take the victory here tonight at Thompson Speedway. Well, I tell you, that race was really up for grabs. Whoever could get there and manage to survive this caution-riddled event. Wow, he almost just got taken out just now doing some victory donuts. But Austin Edwards, he is your race winner. And let's see. Now we're supposed to. I don't know if the guys are going to come up to the Victory Circle booth or not, just so we can get a word with some of the guys. But anyway, while we're waiting to see if they show up, there's your leader, your race winner, Ty Aiken. I'm sorry, not Aiken, Austin Edwards. My apologies. The 18 of Austin Edwards. Let's go ahead and bring up the overall the results here for tonight. There's Austin Edwards, your winner. Robbie Kinley, second. Mitchell Gordon, third. Ty Aiken, fourth. Curtis Kenyon, fifth. Nathan Hall, sixth. Michael Hill, seventh. Tyler Holden, eighth. Brian Korlacki, ninth. Nick King, 10th. Jason Walton, 11th. Derek Self in 12th position. 13th is Michael Brown. Brandon Richardson is 14th. AJ DeMarzo, 15th position. Joey Kenley finished 16th. Gareth Gonder, 17th. And rounding out the field there is Mark Royer. Actually, 19th is Mayor Kevin Nobley rounds out the field. And that is it for your finishing results there. And let's take a look in the chat here and see if we got the guys in there. We got a couple of the guys in here, so we're going to go ahead and we'll put up the race results here and go ahead and see if we can hop over here and to the Victory Circle channel. Hey guys, it's Tony Rice in the booth. How you doing? Y'all got a copy? Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Mic check, mic check. You got a copy there. Hey guys, yeah. Hey Austin, congratulations, man. I tell you, that was that was interesting. I guess at the end, all you had to do is just hold on those restarts, huh?
To be honest, I don't know how I won that race or how the race even worked by the time we got to the end. I mean, I jumped into the practice session when there was about no time left, so jumped into qualified out in the back, adjusted the setup during warm up, and just went out into the main and adjusted it from there. And fortunately, I didn't have the great RVM set that I usually get, so I just winged it as best as I could. And after getting caught up in a couple of wrecks, managed to just work my way through the field. And I don't know what happened at the end there, but I think everyone just started running out of gas, and somehow, in some miraculous way, it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, 10-4. And I mean, I guess the tires, weren't they kind of cold the whole time? Because it's been pretty cool out there tonight.
Man, I'd rather have cold tires than burning hot tires, so I didn't mind getting fresh shit here and there.
Yeah. I tell you, I guess you were at the right place at the right time and avoided trouble and put you right where you needed to be. So congratulations once again, though.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Well, we'll give a shout out to my buddy Austin Thiel here, but he didn't give me his setup, so I was kind of winging it on my own. But just had to call him out for that. But yeah, cool race with this guys. Big thanks to the Holdens for putting it on. Still a ton of fun racing with this field of guys. Ton of aggressive racing going around. They can get a little frustrating from time to time, but it's all a part of it. It's all a ton of fun, and looking forward to the next one.
10-4. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
You got it.
And this is okay. Theo, he doesn't have his mic or his headset on, so we can't really speak to him. So I'm gonna hop on up to the broadcast booth, and we'll see you next week there, Austin.
You got it.
And there's nobody else actually in the broadcast booth that we can actually speak to. So and we've already showed you the finishing order there, and I tell you that was a quick one. I wouldn't have never thought that would be that quick, but yeah, that's it. So that's it for tonight. Round 5 here at Thompson with the USA Super Late Models. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. We have a lot of racing going on throughout the entire week. Now, we're just kicking the night off here with the super late models, but then we also have this Thursday we have the Midwest Winston Cup Series on Thursdays, and then Saturday we have Saturday night racing with the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge, the Cup cars. Then again on Sunday afternoon we have the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. So a lot of more racing there for you, and we want to thank you again for tuning in here tonight for the USA Super Late Model Series. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.